So every now and then, my friends and I, regular gaming groups, whatnot, we get together. One of the problems that we oftentimes run into is what are we going to play this week? What are we doing? What does everybody want to play? Who's going to run? Who wants to run what? Or sometimes we run into the problem where somebody has an idea for something to run, and but they don't exactly know what system to use, or the idea that they have for a game or a setting or a campaign doesn't quite fit the mold or wouldn't work well within the rule set of a particular system that we've either played before, or actually with any particular system, as the case may be, from time to time. And every now and then, I have people asking me for suggestions as to if there's a good system out there, a universal system, somewhat to run a particular game. And actually, I do have a few suggestions, and I just want to put out a quick video, as quick as I can make it. As people who've seen my videos know, it's just me going on and on and on for hours on end. Put out a quick video as to some of the systems that I've played, and some of the systems that I know work really, really well, either for particular settings or as something of a or actually could be used as a fairly some systems that actually work well as a fairly universal system, and that give the GM and the players a lot of play, a lot of leeway, a lot of room to maneuver, to make characters, to run a particular game, things like that. And while this isn't exactly a review of various RPGs and whatnot and how good they are, what I wanted to do rather was give people some suggestions as to which games could be used or modified for just about any kind of game that you want to. Just about any kind of game that you want to play. And mostly, the problem with this comes when you're trying to run a modern-day game, I've noticed. If you're trying to run a sci-fi game or a fantasy game or anything like that, there are plenty of systems out there for that. And so, what I want to focus on today, for the purposes of this video at the very least, I may do another one later about other genres, other systems, other settings. What I want to focus on at the very least would be give people out there some suggestions about games and game systems that'll work for modern day games. So let's get started. Okay, so the first game on our list is a D20 Modern. This system has a decent set of character building options, and of course it's the best for anyone familiar with the D20 system after playing 3rd and 4th edition and Pathfinder. Probably work best for anyone whose comfort zone for running or playing a game rests with D20. Next, we have the Eden system, which includes the Buffy the Vampire Slayer RPG and All Flesh Must Be Eaten. All Flesh, for those not familiar, is a zombie survival horror game with a great system for combat, dice rolling, and a few other mechanics such as resolving fear. Best of all, both are point-based systems for character creation and advancement, which makes it possible for a broader range of character customization options. The Buffy RPG, while using basically the same system, is a much more streamlined version of the rules, using less of the more complex game mechanics. Even if you're not up for a supernatural horror kind of game, the rules in these two games lend themselves to a wide range of modern adventure possibilities. Actually, Cassandra and I actually used the Buffy system to run a Highlander game one time. It's actually pretty simple. All you have to do is replace the Slayer advantage with basically being immortal, and instead of being able to sense supernatural evil, you're able to sense other immortals and stuff like that. Also, pretty much the Watcher advantage in the Buffy game pretty much translates very well to being a Watcher in, the Highlander and whatnot. So for those of you who are familiar with the TV show. Plus an added bonus for anybody who's really, really keen on playing modern D20. All Flesh Must Be Eaten, if you can get your hands on the revised rules, does actually come with conversion rules for modern D20, including some additional feats and also introducing a system of what they call nega feats, basically negative feats that you can take at character creation, which allow you to gain additional feats also at character creation. Kind of their own way of adapting the qualities and limitations from All Flesh into D20. Okay, Moving right along. Next, we have one of my all-time favorites, which is Call of Cthulhu. Now, me personally, I prefer older versions of the game, like anything between 1st and 5th edition. And again, it's because they're point-based systems and they let you build your character however you want. But here again, for those who prefer, the game has been published in the D20 rule set. And if you're not looking for any Lovecraftian type of adventure or storytelling, both systems work really, really well for a more generic modern-day game. Now we have the Cortex system by Margaret Weis Publishing, which in recent years has become a new favorite of mine. The base Cortex system is a point-based universal system that I would strongly recommend to anyone looking to run any kind of game, especially modern day. For those who may not be already familiar with the Cortex system, it was originally made rather popular by having the official Serenity and Supernatural RPGs published with its rule set. Later on, they put out the core book as a universal RPG, and in recent years, they also added the Leverage RPG to its repertoire as well. And finally, we have the Hero system, the old school classic. Originally printed and published as the game Champions, the base game over the last 3 decades has gone through many revisions and is an excellent system for modern day games of any power level. As a normal modern day game, I personally would recommend character creation with 75 character points and not allowing for powers. Other than that, the game offers a wide range of options for making just about any kind of character. You can have characters ranging from normal people to wealthy celebrities to adventuring jet setters. So, all in all, it's a really, really awesome game for, again, running just about any kind of game, especially modern day. And also something else on a completely unrelated topic. Somebody actually had a question as to my process and how I go about making these videos. In answer to one of their questions, no, I'm not wearing pants, and 2, I just kind of sit back, relax, and let the words flow, which is one of the reasons why I have to go back and edit my videos, because there's a lot of pauses and stops and a lot of silliness in between. But on a related topic to that, yes, I actually do have another, I actually am planning on another outtakes video coming up sometime in the future. And my next installment of How to Be a Better GM is also forthcoming, again, sometime in the near future. So stick around and be on the lookout for that. Right. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm Gabriel Stryffe, coming at you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Equitas Veritas Bellatus.